dak 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 ka na with Mora and E.
No, 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 no.
Yo, 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 what's up everyone? It's been quite a while. Um, Medyo hindi rin nagkakatugma yung mga schedules lang namin. But then again, sobrang daming nangyari at nangyayari ngayon sa mundo ng basketball that it's time. It's time that we come back and talk about everything that has happened. Iyo, anong masasabi mo sa mga nangyari the past few days?
Ayun nga, mula sa dami na nangyari sa huling mga araw at sa mga magaganap pa sa mga susunod na araw, hindi namin mapigilan kundi mag-pod. Kasi kailangan na namin mag-react at magbigay ng aming opinion or ang aming mga saloobin tungkol sa mga kaganapan na ito. At ang unang kaganapan ay ang nalalapit na pakikipagbakbakan ng Gilas Pilipinas sa Olympic Qualifying Tournament sa Riga, Latvia. Sasabak ang Gilas Pilipinas sa Group A ng qualifier sa Latvia at ang kanilang makakalaban ay ang Georgia at Latvia. Ikaw, Mora, what do you think of the chances of Gilas Pilipinas for the coming Olympic qualifying tournament?
Pare, it's a tough task, especially yung Latvia. Though Georgia is also not a team na madadalian din tayo in terms of our battle with them. Pero the way I see it, Gilas views itself as as a team na hindi lang Asian team. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ni Tim Cone, di ba? We're not just an Asian team, so we shouldn't play like those in our bracket. Rather, we show Europe what we're made of. So hopefully, if we don't get the win, we at least give them a fight. And I'm expecting a fight from the Gilas boys.
And kung meron mang pag-uugutan ng ah, ng confidence sa Gilas, yung dalawang tune-up games nila laban sa Turkey at sa
Mm.
Poland. They lost by 11 to Turkey and then they lost by 2 to Poland. And remember that it's a Poland team that had NBA talent in Jeremy Sohan, and a Turkey team that's filled with players that play in the EuroLeague. So I'm pretty upbeat about their chances to make a fight out of their matchups against both Latvia and Georgia. But then again, these are teams with NBA pedigree. And do you think we'd be better off with Justin Brownlee, or you would have wanted Jordan Clarkson here?
Uh, if Jordan Clarkson had more time, I would have loved to have Jordan Clarkson. Pero pare, since the head coach right now is Tim Cone, and then how accustomed Justin Brownlee is with his system, I don't think you could go wrong with having um, Justin Brownlee in that lineup.
Okay, okay. Pero other than Justin Brownlee, ah
Mm.
sino sa tingin mo yung magiging X factor para sa Gilas given their recent play?
Si Mason Amos, hindi, joke lang. Um,
Uy, ba't mo gino-joke yun? Porket lumipat, ikaw.
hindi. For me kasi, well, X factor siya if he could actually learn off the other Gilas boys, di ba? Pero for me, the huge X factor for this game, or for at least the next two games, would be Dwight Ramos and Chris Newsom. Dwight Ramos kasi siya yung magiging main ball handler natin. So, however, kung paano siya magpe-perform the next two games, ganun din magpe-perform yung Gilas Pilipinas, especially wala tayong Scottie Thompson. And then Chris Newsom, who obviously would be guarding the best player sa kabilang koponan has also to contain or at least manage yung best player ng other team. So I think these two would be the X factors for Gilas Pilipinas. Ikaw ba, bro?
Well, I agree mostly in part with Dwight Ramos, given his performance against Poland
Mm,
after getting a tongue lashing from Tim Cone that went viral. Parang he scored majority of the last few points of Gilas and came close to actually beating Poland. And yeah, I'm excited to see how he'll perform in the next two games,
mm.
as he'll be the secondary scorer behind Justin Brownlee. And other than that, siguro si Kai Soto na rin,
Okay, yeah.
because he'll be going up against uh, NBA level bigs. He'll be up against, well, not necessarily against Bertans, but he'll be going up against a very tall Latvia team and a Georgia team that has Goga Bitadze, who just signed a 3-year contract with the Magic. And his pedigree will definitely be tested. Lalo na pinagsasabay sila ni Junmar.
Mm,
And he'll have to do really well on both ends of the floor, considering that they're giving up speed to play them together to match up the size of their opponents.
mm.
So, sa tingin mo ba, makakanalo ng kahit isang Gilas?
Feeling ko, bro, feeling ko, oo.
Laban kanino?
Feeling ko mas malaki yung chance natin versus Georgia. Just because parang feeling ko mas cohesive pa sa team yung Latvia. Pero let's see. Hopefully we get to win both. Ikaw ba sa tingin mo, bro?
Same. Actually, kung mananalo ang Gilas ng isa
Mm,
sa Georgia yun,
mm.
not because Banu ang Georgia, malakas ang Georgia. They finished
Oo.
16th in the last World Cup,
Yep.
and they have two NBA level players in Mitadze and Mamukelashvili. But yun, Latvia is bringing back the whole World Cup squad that finished fifth here in the Philippines. And that sense of continuity and chemistry, well, tapos home court pa nila.
Mm.
That's pretty tough to beat. So, ayun, we'll be hoping for the best for Gilas. Their games will be this coming Thursday on the same day Philippine time, 12 midnight yung laban sa Latvia, and then 20 and a half hours later, they'll be going up against Georgia.
Yep.
And they have to win at least one so that they'll make it to the crossover semifinals. If they win one, they'll probably go against the winner of Group B. If they win both, they'll go up against uh, the runner-up of Group B, which includes Brazil, Brazil, Croatia, and I forgot the other team, Dominican Republic ata. So, yun. So we wish Gilas the best. Hopefully they do better than the 2020 and 2016 OQT showing. And who knows, maybe they'll add to the contingent to the Paris Olympics this coming July. So, yun. Let's hope for the best for Gilas. If you have a chance to watch the games, might as well watch our team play some of the best teams in Europe. And sige, what's your final message for Gilas? Kung,
Well, hindi. Ako, in terms of ano naman, having a message for Gilas, pare, lagi lang namang full support tayo dyan. So I guess I'd just like to let them know na the entire country is actually rooting for them. Medyo malayo yung venue, hindi siya kagaya nung uh, recent Olympic stint na dito ginawa, FIBA stint na dito ginawa. But yeah, just to let them know that the entire country is actually cheering for them in our own homes. Ikaw, bro.
well, yun lang. Lumaban lang din talaga. Na
Mm,
hindi man lang tayo mapahiya kahit pa paano. Na feel ko naman kaya talagang makasilat. O kaya naman na they can keep it close. But for them to just lay down and quit and quit, parang
Mm.
be kind of unacceptable given the pedigree of the team. And yun lang. So, speaking of Gilas,
Okay.
there's a member of the team. That's the reason for our nicknames below. And he stirred up some controversy yesterday when he, out of nowhere, out of thin air, to the surprise of both the Athenians and the Lasalians, Mason Amos confirms his transfer to DLSU. He'll be eligible season 88 because he'll have to serve a 1 year residency for Lasal. And nung minessage ko yun sa'yo, Mora, ano yung initial reaction mo?
Pare, kala ko joke. Kasi hindi mo maiisip at all eh. I mean, of all players, Mason would be last on the list na may isip kong lilipat to another school, especially a rival school like Lasal. And I'm sure a lot of Athenians would feel the same way. Ikaw ba bro, ano yung na-feel mo nung una mong nabasa yung news?
Yung una ko nabasa yung news, actually, nakita ko may nagsend ng sa isang GC.
Mm.
The initial reaction of everyone was, WTF? Joke ba to? Parang hindi naman April, parang 3 months ago pa yung April. Tapos parang nakalasal jersey siya. Tapos akala namin lahat ng trip lang.
Mm.
Pero when it started to sink, yeah, I was like, damn. Nung una, honestly, parang, I couldn't blame the guy. From a basketball perspective, he's transferring to a team that will probably lose Kevin Kiambao for season
Mm.
88 to offers to play abroad.
Yeah.
But when further details kept coming in, especially nung sinabi ni Tab na nung Sabado, he had a conversation with Mason and
Mm.
Mason assured him that there was no transfer imminent. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, boom, 1 day after Pride Month, ayun na, wala na raw siyang pride, sabi niya SJB lang yan. So, yun, gu- I guess good for him.
Mm.
If he wants to win and he wants more glory, he wants more ano, then sure, go ahead. But it just leaves a sour taste in the mouth because he's a player that Ateneo invested a lot on. Well, he didn't get to play a lot last year, and even in the recent preseason tournaments, you could see that there was frustration on his part. Napanood ko siya ng laban sa Lasal, yung natambakan tayo ng Lasal.
Mm.
And he looked kind of frustrated kasi nilalagay siya sa 5. Tapos pinapabantay sa kanya si Agunani. Tapos di niya maiwasan na mamaul kasi
Uh,
ang ano naman niya talaga 4 dapat siya eh. Gusto nga niya 3 siya eh.
mm.
Tapos makikita mo na maglalakad siya papunta sa bench after nung second quick foul niya na talagang napapailing na lang siya na ba't ba siya nasa 5, parang frustrated din siya kahit paano. And yun, if he thinks it's the best for his career, then go ahead. But
Yeah.
he should be able to handle the backlash.
Yeah. And I'm sure, knowing Coach Tab, kung nandun pa siya next season, Amos would be a walking target for the Ateneo Blue Eagles.
Ay, nako. Kung nandito pa si Tab,
Kung nandito pa
feel,
si Tab.
feel mo ba magsistay pa si Tab after this
Pare, yun
year?
nga yung tatanong ko sa'yo eh. Tingin mo ba itong move na to is something na na-feel ni Amos aalis din si Tab after this season?
Well, yun yung kung nafe-feel niya na aalis na si Tab, baka nga yun nga yung reason ba't siya lumipat.
Hmm.
Pero hindi mo ba sa bagay kung next year pa siya lilipat, might as well do it now.
Yeah.
before the inevitable. Get yourself acclimated to Lasal and all
Yep.
that.
The fact that he would lose two
Uh,
seasons eh.
Oo nga. Tsaka kung pumasa nga, kung ano nga, kung yung proposed rule na maging 2 years yung residency, tapos next year pa siya lilipat, luging-lugi na siya. So, well, yun nga, malungkot lang din talaga na
Mm.
nirecruit pa niya si Jared Bahay sa Ateneo.
Yep.
Tapos iiwan niya rin pala. So, yeah. So, what do you have to say for the Ateneans that are down or talagang
Ano no?
para sa kanila sa club nito? Anong masasabi mo sa kanila? Kasi sila yung pinakagalit talaga. Well, ako siguro hindi naman galit. Parang frustrated lang. But it is what it is. It's good for the UAAP
Ako,
na
masasabi, ay sige, go ahead.
it's good for the UAAP na may parity kahit pa paano. Well, hindi pala to parity.
Hindi ka
Sorry.
parity,
Kasi
pare.
lumakas yung nag-champion. But
Ah,
uh, siguro may player empowerment. Yun na lang yung maganda
hmm.
na they can choose to transfer schools. Uh, Siyempre, you have to serve residency, but then, yun, may player empowerment. Kasi mabuti na ngang may ganun kaysa yung nire-restrict natin sila masyado.
Yep.
Pero ikaw pre,
Ako,
anong masasabi
siguro to
mo?
the Athenians that are affected, I mean, let's keep our heads up. Di pa na natin alam kung ano yung next moves na gagawin ng Ateneo. So it's we few, we happy few.
Yung naging happy yata FEU hindi few kasi lalo na wala sa contention yung Ateneo eh. Tsaka yun, ang saklap lang na i-recall ko lang parang
Mm.
tanda ko nung nagtuturo pa ako ah noong 2019 parang merong mass sa loob ng chapel sa Ateneo High School. Tapos nakita ko bigla, parang first day yata nila sa Ateneo, si Mason Amos tsaka si Lebron Lopez.
Mm.
Kasi may kita mo talaga sila kasi sobrang tangkad nila. Tapos natatanong sino tong mga to? Parang sila na ba yung mga next na player or recruits ng Ateneo? And little would I know that eventually they'd be the ones shunning Ateneo for greener pastures in the
And
future.
Marooner pastures.
Na damn, parang Ateneo got the wrong end of the stick there. So,
May may
uh,
nabasa ako, bro, na ang mali daw ng Ateneo kaya hirap sila mag-recruit ngayon is letting Bo go.
letting
Bo go.
Bo Perasol go?
Oh, pare. Ang sinasabi nila, it's a comment eh. Nasabi ko may point. Na instead of letting
Well,
Bo go, baka ginawa na lang natin siyang recruitment head or something. Kasi galing niya mag-recruit, pare.
sa
Props to Coach Bo, ah.
bagay. Pero yung mga nirecruit niya kasi, puro pinagtatanggal din ng Ateneo dahil sa ACADS, di ba?
Yun nga lang. Yun
Yun
nga
nga
lang.
lang.
Yun nga
Or
lang.
is it kailangan na bang i-shun ng Ateneo yung Mensana and Corporesano na, uy, dapat okay ka sa ACADS at the same time, kung gusto nilang maging competitive. Kasi, honestly, sinuwerte rin ng Ateneo sa recent players nila na kaya yung academic and ano, yung training load.
Yeah.
Pero, given the new recruits, given yung recent departures, parang hindi kaya factor yun na yung ACADS nagiging factor na rin for players leaving. So, wala. Something for Ateneo to think about. And, sige, may masasabi ka ba kay Mason Amos? Wala na.
Well, it was a great run. I was hoping you'd stay, pero at the end of the day, you're making that decision for yourself. Um, ayun. You're leaving the blue and white for the green and white, and hopefully we beat your ass when we meet.
Hopefully, Ateneo makes you regret that decision. Eh.
Oh, pero
Oh,
yeah,
yun.
hopefully he gets a great career. Rest of UAAP career sa Lasal. And then yeah, I'm sure they'll be winning games with that lineup. Arguably
And
shooting lineup 2 seasons from now.
uh, and if he does improve in Lasal, not only will it be good for Lasal, it will be good for Gilas Pilipinas as well. He'll be a very important rotational piece for Team Cone in the future. And yun lang, we wish him the best,
May
but
mm,
expect Boo Birds the first game of Ateneo Lasal season 88. So, yan lang.
may isa pala ako naisip, bro. Do you think this decision is also consideration ni Amos yung from a limited type of offense, he's transferring to a more free-flowing offense kay Topex Robinson? Hindi kaya ito na yung negative effect nung tab system na parang players feel that they are constricted just playing certain roles,
Feel ko nga may ganun na ring factor
di
na
ba?
kasi you could say that Tab is rigid and set in his ways and hindi yun makaka-please ng lahat ng players.
Yep.
And if Mason thinks that transferring to Lasal
Mm,
with better ball handlers in
yes.
Jacob Cortez and Kian Baclaan will help develop his game, then good for him.
Mm,
That's a plus for him. I think hindi may factor na nandun din si Pablo, nandun din si Konov. Parang nasa gila siya. Parang hindi, if anything, I feel sorry for Konov and Pablo kasi more competition for them in the 4 and 3 slot. But yeah,
especially for
maybe that's a
Pablo,
part of
who
the
transferred all the way from UP only to find himself in another log jam sa
Ayun
position
nga.
niya.
So I guess that's it. So we wish we still wish Mason the best, although it hurts. But
It
it
really
is what it
hurts.
is. Wala naman siyang ano, wala naman siyang nilabag na batas. So okay lang. Ayan. And
All the best,
speaking
Mason.
of speaking of transferring,
Mm.
ito napakaraming transfer or free agency na nangyari recently
Yep.
as the NBA free agency window opened yesterday. And the two biggest transfers or signings are Paul George transferring, no, taking his talents to Philadelphia to join Joel Embiid, and he recently extended Tyrese Maxey. And the end of the Splash Bros era in Golden State as Klay Thompson transfers to Dallas for a 3-year, $50 million contract.
Mm.
And ayun, sa tingin mo ba, will this do the Mavs moves make them the favorite for the Western Conference next year? Or may ibang team ba?
Well, in terms of the movements that they've made, I'm pretty sure that it makes them stronger, but it will still depend on the performance of Clay. Kung anong Clay yung makikita natin, bro. If how far they would go do sa playoffs. Last season Clay was really something na parang meron siyang randomizer eh. You don't know what you're gonna get. So yeah, I think it would depend on that. And in Dallas, he gets another great point guard in Kyrie Irving. He gets a great playmaker in Luka Doncic. Uh, so I think meron pa ring feel ng Golden State. Um, except shooting wise, I'm pretty sure mas kailangan ng Dallas yung skills ni Clay. So let's see if he actually proves himself na hindi pa siya washed out.
Mm.
Ikaw, bro, tingin mo ba?
Although the Dallas Mavericks made some moves yun nga, to improve, they definitely improved. Parang ang pinaka-feel kong nanalo sa or ang winner so far ng free agency and ng recent trades ay yung Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yes,
The fact
sir!
the
Okay.
fact that they got uh, Alex Caruso, although on 1 year remaining sa contract niya for Josh Giddey is such a
Mm.
big upgrade to their wing depth. And then they went out and signed Hartenstein to 3 years, 87 million to address the lack of rebounding and rim
Mm.
protection outside of Chet Holmgren. And that's a very, very solid, uh, ano ba to? Very, very solid top six. And at the same time, they kept Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins, who were pretty integral to their playoff run, or
Yep.
their run to their first seed last year. And yun, I feel like they are the favorites for the West. Minalasan talaga sila na ang natapat sa kanila ay Dallas na
Totoo
malakas
rin
sa
naman.
loob because of Gafford and Lively. But now that they have Hartenstein and they still have Lou Dort, they can bring off the bench or start.
Yes. Yep.
It's a very, very solid team. And sila yung may noticeable improvement for me. But out in the East, given the recent moves of the Knicks and the Sixers, do you think any team, any one of them comes close to the reigning champions?
Uh, Similar to Clay, pare, hindi mo alam anong bibigay siya ni Paul George. I mean, for sure, he would be uh, doing pretty solid. Pero in terms of how healthy he would be, so you just paired two injury-prone players together in Joel Embiid and Paul George. So, ewan ko, parang i-load management na nila yung buong season para sa playoffs.
Mm.
Ready yung dalawa. But for the Knicks, I love this move. Um, I think Mikal Bridges gives them another option, and then knowing how Tom Thibodeau actually overuses his players,
Mm.
makita natin yung pagka-Iron Man nitong si Mikal. So, and then kinomplete na nila yung Villanova. I'm sure team chemistry would be there. I'm excited to see the how they perform throughout the season. Yun nga lang, getting Mikal Bridges came with a hefty price. Yun lang yung medyo downside ng trade na yun.
Yun nga, but grabe, 5 first round picks for Mikal Bridges who isn't even your first option.
Yes.
Parang kasalanan talaga ni Rudy Gobert do eh. Parang ang dami kasi first round pick eh. But if you're the Knicks, do you think they're done? Kasi looking at their roster, parang who would start? Parang yun pa lang, ang
Yep.
laking question na sa akin. Parang para sa akin, Judy Brunson, DiVincenzo, Anunoby,
Josh Hart.
Randall, and Mitchell Robinson.
Mm.
So Bridges comes off the bench. Parang,
Yeah.
Or do they have to move Randall ASAP? Tingin mo, they'd
But
move Randall ASAP.
but yeah, imagine giving up 5 first round picks for someone coming off the bench, di ba? Yun yung weird eh. Yun yung weird. But yeah,
Or
for sure this makes
or
them stronger.
DiVincenzo goes to the bench.
Mm.
Parang,
That could be an option.
hmm. Start Mikal, DiVincenzo goes to the bench. Well, pwede rin naman, di ba? Sabay si DiVincenzo tsaka si Hart. But that's for the Knicks to figure out, not us. That's for Thibodeau to figure out. So,
Mm.
ayan. And ayun, may sidigit si Sed
Oh,
na thoughts on the Memphis Grizzlies getting Zach Edey.
pare,
Diba?
2 words.
Ano?
Hindi wow. Hindi, hindi. For me, pare, this is a good addition. Having a young upcoming prospect na medyo aligned din sa timeline ng team. It's something that they're excited to see. Hopefully Jack comes back stronger. And then when he comes back, hopefully mas develop na si Edie. But yeah, at least may kasama na may katulong na si Jaren Jackson sa front court.
Actually, I was surprised that
Mm.
The Grizzlies didn't trade up. Actually, akala ko talaga they'll trade up to get 6 with
Mhm.
Charlotte. As in, ni-report na siya ni Woj na the Grizzlies are looking to trade up to 6 to get Charlotte's pick so they could select Donovan Klingan. But I guess ED is still a good fit. Would have
Yeah.
wanted Klingan for them. Would have been perfect for the Grizz. But if what the reports are saying are true, na Zach Edey killed it in the workouts, that they had to stop it midway because they've seen enough of him, then good for the Grizzlies that they
Yeah.
still nabbed him at the 9th pick. So, ayun. And I guess that's a roundup of
Siguro, bro, nasa
oh,
draft na tayo eh. What can you say about the Lakers picking Bronny?
um how do I say this? I think I have no issue with it. They might say that it's nepotism, that oh, you only average 2 points per game in USC, but uh, this is still a player that was a McDonald's All-American.
Mm.
He was a he was a top prospect coming out of high school, and wala, I have no issue with it. Parang, it's actually cool that he gets to play with his dad. And say what you want about it being nepotism and all that, but he clearly has second round talent.
Mm.
And yeah, that's it. Parang you can't just look at stats and say na, uy, banu siya.
Yeah.
Parang on the flip side, si Jamer Fredette, sobrang lakas na sa college, but banu siya dyan? Di ba? Parang
Yeah.
without hindsight, you can tell how a player will pan out. And yeah, that's what
Yeah,
they need.
it's not like we're saying that he would be a star. I
Mm.
think he fits that role player vibe really well, that mold. So yeah, I'm actually excited for this one. And then in 2 years time, tatlo na sila sa Lakers.
And to those saying that he's taking a roster spot from another player, parang the second round is a crapshoot. Parang the rankings aren't that uh, aren't that rigid compared to the first half of the draft. And it's perfectly fine for teams to uh, take a swing at players, and I see no issue with it. Good for them. If they want to use that pick on Bronny so that LeBron will be happy, then good for them. Parang, wala. Yun na yun eh.
So,
So,
sa picture ni Sed kamukha ni Bryce, si Amaris Stoudemire pare.
ala. Pero we'll see. Malay mo, sabay pa silang mag-retire, di ba? Si LeBron at si Bronny. So, I guess that's it. That's everything that's happened the past few weeks. And yun, let's support Gilas. Hope they fix. And please subscribe to our channel. Woo, 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 woo.
Click the notification bell, guys. Thank you so much. Till next time, like, comment, subscribe, support Gilas, support Mason Amos, support everyone.
Support Bronny.
Support Bronny, pare. Mababang ko si Dilo dahil kay Bronny. De, joke lang.
Woo!